Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down Podcast. I'm here with Dion and Chris says, and what the fuck are we talking about today?
World War III
Oh,
beginning.
no, it was in my underwear.
Yeah, we were talking
That's where it began.
inconsiderate Parkers. That's where it began.
Trench warfare with gas and everything.
Fuck you. Stay tuned after the music and find out why the war was in my drawers.
But is your computer like in the bedroom? Why are you bothering him?
Because he was like, where the fuck did you just go?
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't see you guys. You see me?
Yeah, I see you.
We can see you.
Oh, okay. I'm back to it now. Okay.
There we go.
I'm sitting here in the little office. You know, I'm renting a place here in Atlanta. You see how junky everything is. I was trying to blur it out because it's fucking a mess.
Yeah.
The fucking interview after interview. Shit, I ain't hanging shit up because I'm hoping I don't have to live here long.
Yeah. How's your house coming along?
Permits and stuff like that.
That white man won't stop coming over and saying you were fine, sophisticated African American woman.
What?
My white neighbor. No, actually, I saw one yesterday. He was in Alabama, but he said, "You the one that lives here?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm the one that lives here." I was getting my mail out my box. So I was leaving work last week at the radio station. I don't know if I told you this, Dion, but so did I tell y'all a story about somebody parked close to my door?
No.
Mm-mm.
And I couldn't get in the car? Oh my God, I hate people who's so inconsiderate of fat people. You don't know how
Amen. Amen, sister.
Because, I mean, you don't know what size that person is. Then you block that fucking driver door. So I had to go around to the passenger door. And that day I decided to kind of dress up. Because, you know, at radio, you really don't have to show your face, which I should dress up every fucking day. Make a long story short, I had to get on the passenger side, take off the leather pants, y'all, in my underwear and climb across the seat. Because I couldn't spread my legs in the fake leather pants.
Why you just have somebody pull your car out for you?
Was nobody down there. So I had to fucking go out of doctor's appointment. And so I had to take my fucking pants off in the car, spread my motherfucking leg, and it took forever to bend my shit to get over that seat. I was so fucking mad. So then I was gonna try to just put my pants back on because I had to come home to do an interview. I'm driving in my underwear. I'm sweating to the seat. I'm pissed the fuck off because I don't have on my good drawers. I got the drawers that been faded and a couple of holes here and there. You know,
I was gonna ask what kind of underwear you were wearing.
We call them period drawers, but I don't have a period no more. But I ain't never threw away the period drawers. I was so motherfucking mad. I was so mad.
You had on those just in case draws?
Just in case you want to turn a nigga off.
Just in case your period come back.
So I'm driving down the highway and my husband calling that Pam calling my PR person. I'm like, bitch, I'm stuck in traffic because then I decided to pull over on the side of the highway, but I'm driving my husband Lincoln, right? And it's just not enough room for my big ass to bend over and try to put my pants on and slide them up. And I'm like, oh my God.
You're too famous to be doing this now. Paparazzi's gonna get a picture of your ass.
They could. I was so mad. I was like, I am not in the mood for these fucking interviews today.
You know what? You do have an out though, because the beauty of it is Ashley looks just like you, so you can blame it on her. Like that was Ashley.
That was like, it just fucked up my whole fucking day. You know, I'm like, I don't have time for this shit. And then I was trying to be cute that day. So I wore like an undergarment, like a spank, you know, and then to get that motherfucker and it squeezed me and it ain't giving me no room. I was so mad. I was so goddamn mad. I was like, you inconsiderate motherfucker. You don't know.
Did you find out who it was?
No, but I started to kick a hole in their motherfucking raggedy ass car.
Oh my gosh.
But then before I pulled off, I looked really good, and it was my fault because I parked wrong. But that person,
Of
course.
This is
Of
the
course,
Miss,
the truth.
Miss Pat story. She's told it a long time.
Raymond, bring me a Starburst Freshener, baby. I was so mad, yeah. I was so goddamn mad. I was like, I fucking hate people who don't think about fat people. Fatness is a handicap. Would you do that to a handicapped person?
You did it to yourself. I was with you till the end of the story. Were you just talking to yourself, Miss Pat? Would you do this to Miss Pat?
I was so goddamn mad, but I was like, oh, I got home and I went and got me some chicken salad and I calmed the fuck down.
Were the parking spots slanted or were they straight?
No, what I did is I kind of ran over on their yellow line. And so, you know, it was kind of my fault. Raymond, bring me a strawberry freshener, baby. So
Twist of the story is the other person was handicapped, and I just wish these people would be considerate of me.
It's a fucking bad day. That's exactly what I was having, a fucking bad day. Thank you, son.
How long were you driving around in your underpants? I'm crying. Just the mental image of this and you. So I'm guessing car fucking's out.
At my age, yes.
At my weight too, yeah.
Back in the day when I was thin, I could get it on in the back seat. And, you know, and then one thing about my husband's car, when you sat in it, it take you to the last position that you was in. And I just kept saying, no, motherfucker, I need to pull back. You know, I'm sticking to the seat.
Is it leather seats?
Yes. I fucking hate a smart car. I'm like, because I don't give a fuck what you leave in the back seat. It could be a pair of underwear. Be like, something is in the back seat. How the fuck do you know, Carl? Something is in the back seat.
My car has that too, and I thought about that today. I'm like, because I literally just had a bottle in the back seat. I'm like, how many people leave their kids in the back seat that this is necessary? Because that's why it exists.
Y'all give me so much shit for my rides, but I don't never have those problems. I can roll down the window and get in my car.
Yeah, with your skinny privilege.
Oh, his air conditioning is the roll down of the window.
He doesn't have keys. He just has a sunroof.
Eat a dick, Chris.
Don't jingle your keys at me like I'm your dog.
Hey, for him to do the start your car on your own, he got to run outside and crank it up and close the door and run making out.
Like one of those
Yes, I
old-timey
don't
cars.
have push to start. No,
he goes out to get in front of the car.
Auga, auga.
Hallelujah. Is that what you said? Hallelujah.
It's like a crank.
Hallelujah. I wish this shit would crank up by itself. Hallelujah.
I have a mental image of Dion dressed as Charlie Chaplin.
I kick it in a silent picture.
Doing that little waddle down the street with your taking.
How was y'all week?
Oh, busy. I worked like you do this week. I'm tired.
I am too. I've been we on hiatus right now, so just been writing and working and trying to create the next thing. And I went out to open mic last night, so I'm working on a new hour.
Nice.
It's gonna be really funny, I think.
Are you working on any vegan options for the party? Because people were going ham.
Yes, I will give you vegan options.
I was like, y'all niggas better eat before you get there.
No, it's gonna be plenty of food. Please don't eat before you get there.
You're gonna have celery and carrots for the wings. That's your options.
My friend she makes vegan. Oh my god, vegan cookies! I'm bringing them to the set. But no, she's so I decided the party is gonna be appetizers because it's a 300 square feet. So to get all the people in and don't do any chairs, it's best that we just come to dance and eat and hang out and take pictures and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna I hired a catering service to walk around with, different types of food. It's that type of party.
You hired servants? Like, you got like, are they gonna have bow ties on?
Maybe.
Like Django. You knows that girl.
If this invite says welcome to Candyland, I'm gonna be very upset. She walks in like Samuel L. Jackson.
You gonna have Buck fighting in the back?
We might.
That's my favorite, but Reagan has not seen that movie. I gotta show that to her. Now, Patricia, nobody's saying they don't appreciate what she did.
What movie y'all talking about?
Django.
Oh, I love Django.
When they was talking about the masks.
That's what I hate bougie motherfuckers who don't understand shit. So my godmom was like, I don't like that. I said, bitch, he said his wife cut them holes in the mask and they was picking at her. God damn it, your wife cut the mask while I was in there screaming. I might watch that shit tomorrow.
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh,
it's been on Netflix forever, yeah.
And he's fine, I don't care. Now, John, nobody's saying they don't appreciate what Patricia did. She just
said, well, I can't see in this fucking thing. He said, you don't gotta see it as long as the horse can see.
We should do an episode of movies. That would be really cool to do movies.
Yeah, watch
we watch. I haven't watched anything in a while. I've been so fucking busy. I need to really, you know what make me go back to TV? Excuse me. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, no, we heard it.
Well, excuse me. Handmaid's Tale. So I'm waiting on Handmaid's Tale to come out, but there's some more other stuff out there that I need to catch. I need to catch Abbott Elementary. Is that what it's called? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Abbott Elementary.
What's that?
It's a sitcom out. They say it's really fucking funny. So I definitely want to catch that.
What is it on?
I think it's on CBS, ain't
it? ABC, it looks like. It's on Hulu. A group of dedicated, passionate teachers and a slightly tone-deaf principal find themselves thrown together in a Philadelphia public school where, despite the odds stacked against them, they are determined to help their students succeed in life.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I heard it's pretty funny. You should get into it.
I have a hard time watching TV.
There's so many different channels now that it's like everybody can watch something different and it can be popular and you can have no concept that something like Abbott Elementary exists now.
I hear it's a good show. I want to check it out.
Netflix is like the last place where everybody has like that same thing and oh, did you see Inventing Anna? Oh yeah, I saw that. What about Tinder Swindler? Like, and everybody kind of has that common thing.
The last popular show I watched was Squid Game.
Yeah, Netflix.
I didn't even finish Squid Game.
Is it seems depressing. It seems too hard.
No.
I thought the way they did it was really good. It wasn't that it wasn't fun to watch. I think we were watching it in Canada.
Yeah.
And then we just got busy and I never went back to it.
That was really good. The only thing I really make myself sit down for, like I take a weekend if I got one and I watch the whole thing, it's Handmaid's Tale. What is it? Heist?
Money Heist?
Oh, that I almost started the third season, but I stopped because I need a weekend to watch all of it. And I need to go back and watch at least 2 episodes from the season before so I can get caught up. But that I heard it was so fucking good.
I started watching that.
The
lip sync is so bad though. Oh my God. Because it's not an English show. So if you listen to it in English, the lips are off so badly.
I don't even see the lips. I just see the action. See, it keeps my attention. I don't even pay it any attention like that.
Have you ever watched it, Chris?
I haven't, no. We just watched Narcos Mexico, which was really good. Narcos is great.
I fucking watched all the Narcos.
Oh, okay, so good.
You gotta go watch. Okay, what was his name? The guy, the big drug dealer?
Escobar?
He had a killer. A guy who kills just for him. So they ended up locking up his killer. You got to go watch that. Now, that kept my attention for so many episodes because it was just too much fucking reading.
Ooh, what's that
it's
called?
All in Mexican. I don't know. Just when you start watching Mexico, it'll start telling you.
I think you meant Spanish.
Let her go. She's on a roll.
What did I say?
He said, when you talk Mexican, you sound like my uncle at Thanksgiving.
God damn it, my internet fucking up.
It's all in Mexican.
Hold on this froze.
Narcos Mexico had such
what
a
did
big. You said they speak all in Mexican.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say
that. She hadn't seen the original Narcos, so we went back and watched it, and it's so much lower budget than Narcos Mexico, which I thought Mexico was better than the original with the guy who united the empires and it all blew up in his face and it turned into.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, you gotta go see it. It's so many versions of it.
It's in my queue. I just haven't started watching it yet.
If you hate the United States government now, wait until you watch these two shows and realize what a bunch of fools we are. Oh, it's so good.
What do you mean?
You just watch it and you go, all we did, like Narcos Mexico especially, we just made things worse.
We always make shit worse.
Yep.
That's how we always do. I mean,
Ukraine is begging us to make shit worse.
Yeah, right.
They're please come over here and fuck up Russia, please.
I don't know if we want to fuck with Russia, do we, Chris? You know all.
No. Like people keep talking about a no-fly zone, and the only people talking about it are the media because Zelensky asked for it. And one reporter was like, "It's like an umbrella over Ukraine." No, it's a tremendous amount of on the ground boots and airplanes in the sky having battles with Russia in the air. Like it's basically engaging Russia, a nuclear power, in war. It's a declaration of war. But we're so not used to seeing the actual consequences of our actions. That's where
what do we have to do with that?
Like exactly. What do we have to do with it?
We can send them soup.
Send them aid. They have no food. They need aid. No. Think about a war zone. Who's working in the grocery store right now stocking shelves?
No, let me tell you the craziest shit I've seen. So one day I was on fucking Instagram, and y'all be quiet, I'm podcasting. So this guy, they asked this black man, I don't know what he was called, Colonies or some shit. They asked him to fight. Did y'all see that Instagram video?
No.
Mm-hmm. I saw it on Twitter and Trevor Noah.
He said, "Fight, black man, fight Russia." It was
so. What happened, Chris? He was trying to cross the border, and they were like, "No, you can't cross, but we'll give you a gun, though." He's like, "What the fuck? I want to fight Russia for? I'm trying to go home."
Well, I saw one guy. He was Syrian, and he goes. He was in Poland. He's like, the Russians took my home in Syria. Now they took my home in Ukraine. I'm like, oh, these Russian bastards. Yeah, like at the end of the day, all America can do at this point is escalate the situation and feed the beast, and sanctions included. And all we can do is make it worse. And I know that feels very cold and callous, but that's the God's honest truth.
Because I was like, what's the purpose of Amazon pulling out over there? American Express cutting out their card. You cutting out the cards that the people who run it from his ass need to get on.
You know what they did? The banks went right to the Chinese, and now they have Chinese credit cards. So you have a nuclear power going to align with another nuclear power because of these sanctions. Like the problem with sanctions is that they don't work. Putin's had sanctions on him since 2008, and it's never stopped him. So all you do is have these massive anti-war protests in Russia. Then you take 30% of their savings, ruin their economy, and then you have all these people going, "Oh, well, now I'm mad at them. I'm not mad at Putin anymore." So you've again screwed up the situation because only Russians can take care of this problem. Now you've just made them mad at you.
The thing they was pulling out of here is Russian vodka. I don't know nobody drink that shit.
And these people are stupid. Those Russian.
Why is our gas so goddamn high, Chris? I gotta ask the white man. Ask the white man the question. Why is our gas so?
Because you elected. You elected Joe Biden. This is Joe Biden's America. Gas went up $1.14 since he's been elected president because they immediately go back in and they turn on controls for climate change purposes, and it raises the price of gas.
Well, I think they're trying to get some of their PPP money back. So that's what
yeah. No, that's part of it. And then the second part is that with Russia oil, so Russian oil was $20 a barrel on the market because literally nobody would buy it. So they supply us with 200,000 barrels of oil a day, and America doesn't want it. They're not buying it. So that decreases the supply and raises the price. So I'm going to be honest, after watching the news this week, it seems like the run up to Iraq, I don't think there's any way around Europe and Russia going to war in Ukraine, and we'll eventually get dragged into that. So I'm not feeling very optimistic about where this is headed at this point.
Oh, do I need to go ahead and break my son's leg so they ain't got to go fight?
Yes.
No, he not fighting.
No, there won't be a draft here. It won't affect people in America other than high gas prices. And to be quite honest, watching the coverage and seeing on Instagram, what these people are going through over there in Ukraine, I don't really care about the high gas prices. That seems kind of privileged to me to be complaining about that while you're watching 500,000 flee their home, and sleeping in metros.
Man, people been fleeing their cribs for the past 40 years in one country or another.
Yeah. You want to talk
Ukraine? It's just because Ukraine is white. Let's be real.
He's exactly
been
right.
leaving Syria, Nigeria, Somalia.
So go look up. There's a Vice video.
Chris, stop. He said, nigga, you only feel sorry because they white. You ain't said about them Africa been running for years the diamonds hunters.
I'm telling you, Poland is bringing in the orphans that stayed with us are in Poland right now. So they're safe. That's great, right? So I'm happy about that. So I'm sitting here going, man, Poland is great with refugees. And then I looked up the Polish versus Belarusian war that's been going on for the last year, because the president of Belarus, who's Putin aligned, imported all of these Iraqis and Syrians and Kurds and pushed them with the military up against the Polish border, trying to flood Europe with basically Middle Eastern people. And now these poor people, hundreds of thousands of refugees, are trapped on a border with two armies on each side of them. No help, no aid. And, now I guess maybe they're letting them in because the world kind of went, hey, you can't be racist like this. You got to let everybody in. But I mean, he's exactly right. There's definitive proof.
I've seen so many of those news reports where those reporters are like, it's sad to see this is happening in Europe. And I'm like, well, it's literally been happening every day for the past 40 years in some country on the planet. And no one cared. In
Yemen, a war that we are directly funding, one of the sides, we're now reaching Holocaust numbers of dead in that genocide. Saudi Arabia, using our weapons, is basically killing people in Yemen, trying to genocide an entire country. So, I feel badly for the Ukrainians. There is no but after that. War is awful. We should just be mindful that this stuff is happening in Somalia. It's happening in China. It's happening in Burma. It's happening in, a lot of places.
We almost had it here. Mm-hmm. Trump was trying to get them rednecks around us up out this bitch.
Man, if you ever thought about invading the country, watch those Ukrainians. Yeah, I wouldn't invade.
They're fighting back. They're fighting back, right?
Yeah, they're beating tanks with shoes. They are, and they're winning.
Beating tanks with shoes. That should be the name of this episode.
They are literally they're standing in front of tanks like this, and then talking the soldiers out of the tanks, and then they come over and then they go, "We're calling your mother. What's her number?" Then they call the soldier's mother, and then the mother's on the phone "What are you doing in Ukraine? Why are you there? Leave those people alone." I mean, multiple videos of it. It's hilarious.
And then they shot down a couple planes.
Yeah.
So we sent them Javelin missiles, 300 of them, and they've used almost all 300 to shoot down planes and tanks. And I mean, what you have to understand about Ukraine is they fought the Nazis and in a pretty vicious way and pretty much won. And then Stalin starved them and 7 million Ukrainians died under Soviet Russia. They finally get their independence, 30 years ago, and they're not going back. They know that he is willing to burn that country down, and they're going to give him every bit of hell that they possibly can, because you're going to die either way. You might as well go out proud.
Yeah, he ain't gonna stop. He is not gonna. Those peace talks ain't gonna amount to shit.
That fool is crazy. You can see it in his eyes. His eyes is cold. His motherfucking my nipples.
That's cold.
Blooded.
Cold-blooded nips.
Well, blood do run through them.
No, this guy has given multiple speeches for 22 years about how Ukraine isn't a real country. He said that to George Bush in 2008. Like, he believes that he owns that country. He's going to invade it. He doesn't have the forces to take it with the army, so he's about to bomb the hell out of that country, trying to kill all these people.
The only thing that's going to stop him is China. If China gave a fuck, he would calm down. But China don't give a shit.
They don't. They're sort of into it. They sort of want it to happen.
Yeah, China don't care.
Because all that does is draws the United States and Europe into the war and destabilizes and bankrupts us. So that's why he literally went to the Olympics, and Xi said, yeah, just wait till after the Olympics. Go ahead. So it's not good, but.
Well, I'm going to be praying for Ukraine.
Yeah.
And everything over there near it, I don't know where it is on the map, but I'm praying for them. Fuck is you laughing?
I just put.
It's close to Russia, so as long as you know where Russia is, you're close.
Do you know where Russia is?
Russia's a big ass country, though.
Nobody looks at the map anymore.
Americans never looked at maps. Some of y'all niggas can't name you 50 states and capitals.
Most of us can't. The last time motherfucker you looked at a map when they was using it for directions back in the day. Remember that shit? You get in the car, you be like, oh, I gotta go up here to the left, to the right, to the it take your daddy all day.
Yo, your whole front seat be open with the big
Did
map.
you ever see those triptychs, the AAA triptychs? You could call it AAA and get maps printed with all the, basically like, here's where the construction is. Like Google Maps, but on paper.
No.
I used to use the shit out of MapQuest to go to booty calls.
MapQuest, yeah, but it still tickles me when I see old people check in a hotel and they got their reservation printed out. And I'm like, you don't have to do that anymore. Or they got plane tickets. They got their plane tickets printed all the way out. And they got a vanilla envelope. I'm like, man, if you don't put that bullshit up, holding up this motherfucking line, whatever your name might be, old white man, put that shit up.
I print everything. I print all the tickets, the hotel reservations, have a little folder.
Just destroying fucking trees for nothing, nigga. I hate people like you. Take your fucking phone out. Everything can go in your phone. Even your ass can be in your phone.
You wish you had
why would you need
spare pants in your phone?
Why would you need your ass in your phone?
To send to Dion, of course.
That's how I saw your penis on the phone.
You
yeah, my ass.
She sees Quisha's phone.
Oh, God damn it. That Netflix party was lit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is that the one where you time. Is that where you slept on the wrong side of the bed?
Yes, sir. I ain't been that drunk since, boy.
That Netflix party was fucking crazy.
I always go to bed early because I go to bed at 9 every night. So I wake up that morning, I'm like, good morning, and it's like 4 a.m. I got my printed paper heading off to the airport. I'm like, bye, Dion.
those were the days before COVID when a nigga could get out. Everybody
Man.
dropped their COVID mandate, and now they don't give a fuck. It's literally a cold now. Look, come catch COVID, take your ass in the house, cough by yourself, and come on out and enjoy the fucking festive.
They don't even care if you stay in the house or not no more.
Hey, midterms are
They don't
coming
check
up.
you at the. They don't check you at the door. Ain't nobody with those little thermometers.
New York just said no more. You can come in the motherfucking establishment. No more cars. Everything. Everybody just they don't give a fuck. I mean, it might not be safe to a lot of people. I don't still wear my mask, but people, I guess they like, look, we need this economy back. Motherfuckers won't come out and party, but they don't give a fuck.
Democrats were going to lose in the midterms, so the science changed magically right before the State of the Union address. And then
I
Joe
watched.
Biden
That's
walked in, no mask. He wore a mask every day for 400 days as president. But the one time the normies are going to watch him, he takes that mask off and goes, "See, we're not for those anymore. So please vote for us. Don't lie."
Did you guys watch that movie Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes.
No.
Oh, Miss Pat, you need to watch this movie. It is this country to a T.
Yeah.
Like they tell us, hey, this world about to end in 6 months, and the president is Meryl Streep, and she's basically like Trump. That's fake news. That shit ain't real because we got to get these votes. And Jonah Hill plays her son. And
Coke addict Donald Trump Jr.
He might be the most. He killed that role so good. They say a prayer, right? And he's like, I just want to pray for stuff like bags and fast cars, and shoes.
I'm gonna look at it when I get home tonight.
It's on Netflix. That movie is hilarious. They made a meme out of Jennifer Lawrence screaming at the people on TV, "The world's gonna end." she went viral. I was like, this is America. We don't give a fuck, Paul.
The best part of that movie was how bad the press was. So I think it was it Tyler Perry playing?
It was Tyler Perry and Kate Blanchett were like these gossip talk show hosts.
And they're like, "Oh, so the world's ending? Yeah, I like you. You're really good." And then he keeps coming back on. They're like, they want him to talk about anything other than the serious thing. That part's really good.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's so good. I was like, oh my God, they encapsulated Trump supporters and the left so well. Like we scream bloody murder, and people like, I don't believe that. That shit ain't real. And then it happens, and they're like, oh my bad. Would it be too late? Hell yeah.
That was the best part about the movie is that they all died. Because I didn't like that movie because I hated everyone in it. I didn't like one person in that movie.
It was so funny because it was so accurate of how stupid we are. He was like, did you have anybody fact check this? And they were like, what are you talking about? Why would we do that?
And then when they all died, I was like, oh, this feels nice.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, I gotta go to a party. So
who you partying with? Can you say? If you can't say, don't say.
No, I'm going to a housewife party, Atlanta Housewives.
Like the show?
I don't know. I was just invited.
Somebody just said you want to hang out with some housewives, and you said yes.
I think Candice is it's her party, and she got a new show on Bravo. So I think it's like a whole thing to celebrate. So since I'm on the radio with her friend Shamil, she asked, "Hey, ask Miss Pat to come." So I was like, "Okay, I come." You know, I'm gonna go over there for a few hours. I'm working out my new hours, so I'm thinking I'm gonna head to the comedy club after that. But that's what I'm trying to do.
You grew up in the poorest of circumstances, and you're about to become Atlanta royalty.
I hope so. This is my city. You know, I love my city. I hope so. So I'm going to that. I'm going to that party, and we'll see how it goes.
Does your co-host on the radio? Does she do the Hawks games too?
Mm-hmm. She does the Hawks.
Okay, because I thought I saw her. I was watching the Hawks game over the weekend. I thought I saw her on there, but I wasn't sure if that was her or not.
They always trying to get me to come to the Hawks game. I'm like,
you don't like basketball.
I don't like going out late either. Unless it's comedy. But I'm trying to get more into it. So I might catch a Hawks game here now. Before I finish shooting. So, because when I'm on the road, I won't be able to go. I mean, and then
Yeah.
literally, if I'm gonna go, I need to stay downtown and leave work, hang out, close to downtown and go. Cause I live about 50 minutes out. So we'll see. I might. Who knows?
Well, I hope you have fun at your party.
I'll be back to tell y'all about my first housewife party.
All right. Well, very
I
good.
hope the fucking food is good.
I'm sure it will be. Talk to Tammy. We need to get her on here.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was out shooting. So I'm gonna ask her this. I'm gonna ask her when I see her next week. I'll ask her. And we'll get her
Cool.
on and talk to her crazy ass because she's crazy. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.